Now that we've discussed the physical things you're going to need when you're going to prepare your outline, I want to discuss the one digital thing you're going to need, and that is a typing program. Obviously, the two most common ones most people will go towards is Google Docs or Microsoft Word. If you have access to one of those or both of them, that would probably be helpful. But there is one writing program that I personally use that I want to recommend to you. I am not an affiliate of this company, but I am just kind of giving them a shout out because I do enjoy using their program when I'm working or when I am writing a story for myself or whatever it is. So I do want to show it to you. There is a free version so that you can use this, but there's also a paid version if you choose to pay for it. But I'm going to show you things that you can access completely from the free version and use it as you please. So the program I am talking about is Campfire Writing or Campfire Write. I'm not sure which one it is because their URL is campfirewriting.com, but the program calls it Campfire Write, whichever it is. But this is my account. As you can see, I use it a lot. These are just some outlines I've done recently. But as you can see, I use this program a lot. I have, 135 hours spent in Campfire Writing. These are the words I've written, but I have spent a ton of time using this program this year. I got it back in May, as you could see, and over the last 6 months, this is what I've used for all of my projects. Now, there is a free version and a paid version, so as you can see, some of the things here I own for life, as it says over here, and other things, it says how many of them I can use before I would have to pay for it. So you can choose a monthly subscription for these things or an annual subscription, and honestly, it's very affordable. Even the things that I bought, I spent maybe $100, $150 on this program, and it was totally worth it, but you don't have to buy everything. So manuscript, characters, and timeline are what I use the most, but again, they have a ton of different options depending on what kind of story you're writing and what kind of different elements you'll need to work on their website. But basically, this is a program that makes it so much easier to outline, and I just want to show it to you. You don't have to use this program though. Everything that I do in this program is replicatable in Google Docs or Word. It would probably take a little more work to make it look super special like this program does. It definitely makes it aesthetically pleasing, but you could definitely copy what this looks like in your own way. But let me just show you what I have set up here. This is what the home screen looks like. It has all of these things open, and this is just my project homepage. Now, this is what it would look like if you first just logged in and created a new project. But what I like to do first is change my theme, and you can edit your theme to make it all customized and different stuff like that. There's a few generic ones it comes with, so like maybe you're writing a crime outline and you want it to look something like this, which is pretty cool. Maybe you are writing something that is sci-fi fantasy, and you like this look. Whatever it is, you could choose. I personally have created my own. I find that it's easier on my eyes to look at something that has like a sepia look to it. So I go with a brown tan theme that I created, and it's super simple, super easy to look at, and I like this look the most. And I don't know what it is about me, I just find that I work well with a brown background. So now the next thing I usually do when I'm setting up Campfire is I will make all of these invisible, not the timeline. All of these ones I will close out, so that when I go back to my list, there's only these three things. So I have my project home, which is what we're on right now, and then I have my characters. So if I create a new character, I have this screen, and then I have my manuscript. So if I create a new chapter in my manuscript, I also have this screen. I also always zoom in my manuscript to 150 just so I can see everything nice and easily. And then I have my timeline, which I haven't put any elements in the timeline yet. But yeah, so this is what Campfire will look like if you use it. And again, it is 100% worth it in my opinion. It's so helpful. There's a nice notepad where I can put a lot of my notes while I'm writing. I can type my chapters in here, and then if I want to share them with somebody, I can share this entire thing for someone to view it with a link right here. Or if I don't want to share it from this program, I can simply just copy everything and paste it over in Google Docs or something like that. and it's just that simple. So I really like this program. I wanted to give it a shout out, and I would highly recommend using it. If you want to use it, I will be using it for this course. You don't have to use it. You can always just take the information that I'm sharing about how I set things up and use it in Google Docs format or something like that. So the first step I like to take when I am preparing a new outline for a new story idea I have is I will make 6 different tabs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. And I will rename them to the following. I'll have the first one say something like idea or premise. The next one will say intro. Next we have the adventure. Next is the failure. Then we have the climax. And last but not least, we have the conclusion. Now all of these are renamed, and if I were to do the same thing in Google Docs, just to show you so that you can follow along if you're doing this off of Campfire Writing, I have idea, intro, adventure, failure, climax right here, and what I would do is I would highlight all of them and change them to heading 1, and then I would hold Control when I press Enter to make a new line, just like that, and go to the next one, and I would backspace it so that's all the way at the top, and then I would do the same thing here. And now we have them all on their very own page. And then I would just press Enter, Control-Alt-0, which changes it back to normal text, or you can go up here and press normal text. And that will make it so that these lines are all ready to be written on. Then one last time, Enter, Control-Alt-0, and we are good to go. So that's how I create it in Google Docs. And the reason I would do this is because then I can go right over to table of contents, where it calls a document outline actually. And then you can just go down and click through this to get to each spot if you need to get there quicker. And it just makes it a lot easier. So that is the main setup for the digital interface that I start with. And now, before we go any further, it's time to explain how to start with an idea.